Hi everybody, my name is Brady and we are back with another Saturday video. I have made it my goal every single week to do something a little bit different every Saturday. Alright, I'll see you later. To do something a little bit different every Saturday, break out of my normal formula, and that has led me down this psychology experiment rabbit hole, which I've really been enjoying. They're some of my favorite videos to do. I look forward to them every week, and it's natural that today we do the self-driving car test. It's very similar to the trolley test that I did a couple weeks ago, but it has more qualitative elements to it. In a sense, the trolley test is very simplistic. You don't really know a whole lot about the people involved. This tries to give you a whole lot to work with and all the reasons in the world to go one direction or another depending on what you value. So I'm excited to get this started, and we'll explain further as we go into the individual questions. Here is our first dilemma. We're going to show the descriptions here because details matter. We've got this little girl, seemingly, in a self-driving vehicle, and it's out of control. The brakes are broken, whatever, and it's going to hit 5 people. And the casualty list here is 2 male executives, 1 homeless person, 1 baby, and 1 large man. So there's a lot of qualitative things here. Sometimes people will value healthy people over unhealthy people, so maybe that will influence somebody. In the case of the large man, some people might not value a homeless person as much as they value an executive. Some people may be more hostile to executives. I don't know, there's a whole lot there. Note that the affected pedestrians are flouting the law by crossing on a red signal. Yeah, traffic laws are going to be very important with self-driving cars. I think people are going to have to be more conscious of that stuff because there is that human element that is taken out. They are definitely going to be designed to obey traffic laws. So I also feel like there's this element of loyalty to your passenger that the car should have. So I think I have all the reason in the world to pick this side and have all these people die. Some people may be more utilitarian. That is a concept. Do you want to come over here again? Yeah? No, he doesn't want that. That's fine. Some people may be more utilitarian, and it's the idea that and we talked about this during the trolley test, you try to do the most good and prevent the most hurt, which in that case you would try to save as many people as possible, and you'd kill the little girl. But in this case, there's the traffic law element, and more than that, I think passenger loyalty. I'm down with that, so I'm picking that side. Here we have no passenger. Okay, that's an interesting thing here. Okay, so these humans over here are not listening to the traffic laws, and these nice animals over here are. This cat and this dog, they're doing a good job. They're crossing at the right time. And yeah, I don't know if I want the car to really choose too much between the value of some people and other people, but then you add in the element of it being animals. If it can really identify that and understands the difference between a human and an animal, that is huge there. But I think kind of on principle, kind of in my world where I really am relying on people to obey traffic laws for these self-driving cars to work, like if you put people on this side, I totally would have the car keep going straight. So I think I'm going to stick with that, just kind of on principle of how I think these things should function. Despite who is being hurt on either side, I think we have to go with this. I know we might be different a lot on this part. Everybody is obeying the law in this case. That's cool. Are you sure you don't want attention? Are you sure? I don't know. He just wants to scream. He just wants to be the loud one right now. I'm sorry if he's bugging you, but he doesn't go anywhere. He comes first. If he wants to scream, he gets to scream. So we got a large woman, a large man, and a not large man. Then we have a woman and 2 male athletes. Okay, here's the dilemma. We kind of alluded to that in the previous one, except now there's people on both sides. And I don't want the car to decide that this large man and large woman are worth less than, like, 2 fit male athletes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the car to make that call. So, honestly, I feel like if the body count is the same on both sides, you just go straight, and you don't... Come on, bud. You're too much right now, bud. Whoop. Whoop. So what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like if we're in the situation where the body count is the same on both sides, why even bother swerving? Honestly, the swerving part feels kind of reckless in this situation. It feels like just, if there's nothing you can do, just go straight. It's like when there's a deer in the road and you can't avoid it, you don't swerve because then there could be even more damage. You know what I'm saying? That sounds kind of reckless. So we're going straight. Ooh. Okay. So we got... Okay. So this old lady is doing the right thing, crossing at the right time. The kitty... Wait. Okay. So the kitty is not. I'm sorry, kitty. I don't value animals more than I value humans, despite my choice in the previous one to kill the humans instead of the animals. That was more of just the structure of how everything was laid out on the road. It had nothing to do with really the fact that they were animals versus humans. So in this case, plow right through. Sorry, kitty. This is one of those okay, we're in a bit of a dilemma here. So this kid is totally obeying traffic laws. So it seems like they want me to judge the value of an old person versus a young person. Because there is always that argument, like, they lived a full life. We gotta lean towards the young people in this situation, right? I don't know if the age really matters to me. Like, yeah, I would, in a sense, rather that the young girl gets to live out the rest of her life. But this isn't necessarily just me making the decision between who lives and who dies. This is creating a consistent principle that these self-driving cars can run by, and I think would be fair to not just me, but maybe people who don't see like me. I want it to be more consistent, whether or not you're old or young, male, female, fit, fat, you know, whatever it is. Like, I don't want to judge it by that. So I honestly think it's not the kid's fault. It really isn't. This is a freak situation where it's brake failure. So what do you do? But there's passenger loyalty, and I guess I'm opting for that in this case. I think everybody deserves passenger loyalty. Oh, no. What is this? We got 2 executives, and then we have just a non-executive and a homeless person. Like I said, we have but we do have some laws not being considered here. Some traffic laws being overlooked by our 2 executive friends over here. If they were both crossing at the right time, I would say don't divert your course. However, I think if you have the choice between going to the lane where people are obeying the law and not obeying the law, honestly, this is where I would swerve. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a mixture of passenger loyalty and obeying of traffic laws. I think those are two things that are essential in a world of self-driving cars. I think people are going to have to be more conscious than they ever were before when that stuff ends up happening. So, it's unfortunate here, but yeah, you gotta... It shouldn't be a death sentence to jaywalk or whatever, but I think the car, if it has to choose between hitting the people obeying the law and not, I think that's only fair, especially since there is no passenger in that situation. That is a huge part of it. No passenger was involved there. All right. What do we got? So we got... Oh, this kind of just... Everybody's obeying the law. It just kind of flips the sexes of the two here. We've got a young athlete man and old lady. No, wait. Sorry, my brain didn't work there. We got young and old man and woman. Sorry. Young and old woman versus young and old man. And they're all obeying the law. Yeah, it feels equal to me. So go straight. Swerving. Like, don't intervene if the cost is the same. And if you value men and women differently, that might change the way you do this. But I think the best way to go about it is to not swerve if you don't have to. I tend to reserve my swerves, you know? Number 8 out of 13. This is, oh, what do we got here? We've got a homeless person and a homeless person. So, one's obeying traffic laws and one isn't. That's just the unfortunate situation here, dude. I really don't like this part of my rationale as much as I like the passenger loyalty thing. I can get behind that. I feel a little weird about swerving based on traffic laws, but it feels like the best situation here. It's very consistent, and I can stand behind something so consistent. So, sorry, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So we got a bunch of athletes on this side, and we got 2 large men on the other side. Oh, no. They ate too many hotcakes, and therefore they're worth less? I don't think so. Athletes, when you're out there running together, you got to obey traffic laws, man. And so there's no problem with passenger loyalty here. I don't have to swerve, and they're not violating, and they're not abiding by traffic laws. So that feels like an easy one for me. Okay. So we got a girl and a pregnant woman. Oh no. Versus a girl, 2 pregnant women, a boy, and an elderly woman. So, this sucks, but yeah, passenger loyalty, guys. Body count's gonna be high on this one, but I don't think that the car should throw away the life of its passenger. Like, that should be the first thing the car should be concerned about. And then it's like order of operations. First, passenger loyalty. Then let's talk about traffic laws. Then we'll get further into that. I don't even know where I get beyond that because I've been able to rationalize a lot of that. I guess my third one is don't go off course if you don't have to. And I usually by the time I go through those 3 elements, I've figured out which one I like. Doesn't appear to be any traffic law violations here. So, yeah, passenger loyalty, man. It's easy. Once I've got my criteria figured out, it's so much easier. Okay. The body count is never fun to deal with, because if you protect your passengers, the body count is always way higher. But that's what I'm going with. So there's a homeless person in the car. Cool. They're giving him a ride. Yeah. Protect your passengers, man. I'm sorry if it gets less interesting but I feel like once you get your formula, all the questions do become very formulaic. Okay, no passengers here. Let me show the descriptions a little. We've got doctors, female doctors, and just wait. Yeah, 2 female doctors and a woman, and 2 male doctors and a man. But let's see who's flouting traffic laws. It's the dudes who are doing it. So I'm sorry, guys. You went to school for a very long time, but they should have taught you in elementary school to wait for the light to turn green before you cross. Or, yeah, the light to turn green. It's usually like a white walkie man rather than a green light, but you know what you mean. Yeah. Okay. That was cool. COVID-19 has forced people to confront difficult ethical challenges. If you are comfortable answering a few brief questions on the topic, please click here. Maybe at some point in the future I'll take a look at that. That sounds interesting. Would you like us to better understand your judgment? Yes, I would love to. What are my political views? I've considered myself I've put myself as 3/4 progressive, because I have this libertarian streak every once in a while that pulls me back from that. Though, like, my ends, I want to be very progressive. Sometimes my means will pull me back into a more conservative direction. So I think I might be between, 3/4 and half progressive. I am not religious at all. I don't really have a preference between fitness, male or female, saving more lives. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me really at all. I'm sorry. Social value. I'm looking at it weird. So the thing on top is what it is, not the thing from the bottom. So okay, got it. So social value. Yeah, I don't want it to be based on social value at all. I don't think a robot should make that judgment. Saving more lives did not matter at all to me, I guess. I'm completely neutral on these things, and then I am very consistent on these things here. Upholding the law. Oh, did I? Maybe I made a mistake and I missed one of the. But yeah, upholding the law is very important. I guess there's having it 3/4 is important, because I think with passenger. Oh, that is a section. There's passenger protection. With that being so important, that can sometimes override the law thing a little bit. So yeah, it's not perfect there, but I think I was pretty consistent on a lot of these things, and I did avoid intervening as much as possible, though it wasn't always the highest. That was my 3rd category here. Yeah, I think this has me pretty good here. Would you be willing to buy a self-driving car? It would probably be pretty expensive, but yeah, I'd like it. I'd feel safer in a self-driving car. The only thing I'm afraid of is mixing self-driving cars with human driving cars, because I feel like robots and people don't always... Like, if you had all self-driving cars, I feel like you'd be more safe than having a mix of the two. To what extent do you fear machines will become out of control? I think machines are rad, but I'm a little skeptical. Every once in a while, like things like this, You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. This is too much. Okay. To what extent do you feel you can trust machines in the future? Honestly, I think they're a little bit more reliable than humans in situations like this. To what extent do you believe that your decisions on a moral machine will be used to program self-driving cars? I don't know. I don't think you're gonna be looking at my score that much. You might take some consideration on this, but I honestly don't think Elon Musk is looking at this stuff very much. So I'm gonna put it pretty low. Annual income. Oh, you're joining me today? And we're not gonna be just. It's right towards the end. He decides to come over here and not scream the whole time. Okay, bye. All right. I think I'm like around here. Right now, my financial situation's a little weird with the pandemic, but I think that's about where I'm at. But I'm not even sure. My income's kind of inconsistent right now. I am a male boy. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm a graduate student, but I have a bachelor's degree. I will have a master's degree one day, hopefully, and I'll submit. I saved the old lady a lot, and I killed the pregnant lady a lot. Oh no, that sounds bad. That sounds really bad on the face of it. Okay. Saving more lives matters to a lot. I guess I was not very popular on that one. And protecting people didn't consider protection of passengers. I find that strange. I feel like that's a really important thing to me. Is that like a nerd thing to worry about? Because I find it so weird that that's right on the middle. That is so strange to me. But I get it, because there's so many other factors that maybe in your case that's like the fourth or fifth thing on the list you're considering, and by the time you go through all your other stuff, you've already made the decision before protecting passengers even comes up. Upholding the law, yeah, that matters. Avoid intervention. Yeah, I honestly expected my avoid intervention to be a little bit higher, but I think some of the other stuff may have swayed that a little bit. My gender preference. Oh, people prefer females in this case. Maybe it's because of the pregnant lady. I felt a little bit weird killing pregnant ladies, even though I killed more than any other category. Species preference. I understand humans. It says humans. I understand preferring humans to pets, but I guess I think of it more as like I don't want it to make that call. I get that though. And preferring younger people is only natural. I come off so neutral on this stuff solely because of how I ruled on some of the earlier things. Fitness didn't matter, and yeah, I didn't care at all about social value, I guess. Okay, that's cool. So that was fun. That's where we're at, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got to take the test yourself before you watched me take it. But it's still not too late for you to do it yourself. I think it's definitely worth the time. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. My values are a little bit weird, I think. I feel a little bit weird making a lot of these judgments, because I feel like I am on a little bit shaky ground, but it is thought-provoking, I guess, and that's what it should be. So, we'll see. Maybe I'll take this test a year or two from now and see if I feel the same way as I do now, because I'm going through a lot of changes right now. I'm sure everybody is. We think about things differently. Like I am so much more in favor of like consistency now than I was back then when I probably took this in my psychology course, where I was probably more of a utilitarian. So that was cool. I hope you like this. Like this video if you like this video. Subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. I do videos every single day, so make sure you keep coming back. Later.